Hopefully I won't start with an apology next week. It's getting to the end of term, isn't it, where everyone's like, oh, I just need a holiday, especially the teachers amongst us. Give me Easter leave. Parents are like, no. Anyway, the contrast, eh? All right, so today we're going to do some arms. Ooh, no, arms. So that does mean, you know, a bit of planking. We're not going to be on our wrists all the time, okay? It's going to come down to forearm. And what I want to do is end up in crow pose. No, crow pose. Okay, so there's a couple of ways we could do crow pose, right? So we can come onto our forearms and just come up and connect, okay? Or I cannot get on with the baby crow. I just can't. I think it's because my arms are short. It must be. But if your arms are quite long and you're happy, you just kind of connect here, and you can just bring your feet off if you so wish. You could place a block on your arms. That's why you got two. I know someone's only got one. You can borrow mine after. You could do this. So if you have got short arms, it can raise you up slightly. Okay? And sort of that way I've only got one block. Or we could go with the other crow pose, which is kind of coming upwards, connecting knee to, so knee is the hard bit, the masculine connecting with the feminine, and that's along either up in the armpit, or you could connect along the tricep by coming up, spreading your fingers, and you could just stay like this. You could bring your feet up one by one, whatever you want to do, okay? Give it a go. All right, you never know. But what we're going to do throughout is strengthen the core. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. We'll do it nice and slowly. Some people rush into it, all right? We'll do it nice and easy. So we're looking at strengthening the core. We're looking at strengthening the arms and the shoulders, and releasing the back muscles so you can do this. And yeah, okay, so we'll see how it goes. I know some people have tried this already with good success. Some just, you know, are still working on it, and it's your yoga practice, so whatever's good for you today. Maybe you're not feeling it today, or maybe you want that challenge. So just think of the intention you want for this lesson. Okay, on that note, come into your easy pose. And okay, and we're just going to start with our grounding. And we're going to do a little bit of mobility in the shoulders as well at first. So come into our easy pose or lotus if you feel the flexibility. So lotus is bringing your front of the foot up onto your other leg. I'm not, there we go, perfect demonstration. I'm not flexible in the hips, so I struggle with that one. But please, you know, whatever's comfortable for you. How do you do that? You'll have to teach me. Anyway, okay. So allow your fleshy parts of your bum, just move them a little bit out of the way, so you're nice and grounded on your sitting bones. Just allow yourself to kind of really ground into your mat. Allow those sitting bones to really make contact with the earth, okay? Because that's where your root chakra is. And imagine that energy just coming up, and energy from the earth, filling your body with the energy you require for this session. Okay, taking a nice big deep breath in, Lengthen up the spine and the neck. And on the exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades back and down. Just allow yourself to relax into this position. Release the hips, just allow your hips to soften. And we do that by using the breath. Just connect with the breath. Notice how you're breathing. If it's shallow, just deepen that breath slightly. Really breathe down into the stomach. Okay, on the next inhale, raise your hands up to the sky above your head. Bring the palms together and allow your palms to come down via the third eye and to heart center. And then we're going to just look down at the earth, stretching off the neck. And then inhale, raise your arms again, looking up. And then exhale down. One more time, inhale. And exhale down. And relax there. Inhale, rise up with the head. And exhale down to the right side. Stretching the side of the neck. Releasing the shoulder. And inhale up. Exhale down the other side. And then just roll out the neck, coming up to a neutral pose again. Then we're going to inhale, take the arms up and laterally flex to the left side. Swinging the other arm overhead, inhaling up, bringing your arm up, and then go to the other side. Inhale up, exhale down, inhale up, exhale down. And one more each side. Oh, there's some paper aeroplanes up on the roof there. And come down, and we're going to inhale, take the arms up and rotate round to the left, right. Lengthen and inhale, rise up and exhale down the other side. And lengthen, and we're going to come back up again, just one more each side, and rotate. Inhale, arms up, and exhale, rotate the other side. Okay, come forward, bring the shoulders up towards the ears, and then roll your shoulders back and down. Inhale up, back down, inhale up, and back down. Okay, inhale, take the arms out to the sides, and we're just going to, nice and dynamically, warming up the arms. And then start to circle at the elbows. So leaving your upper arm in one place and circle at the elbows. And in the other direction. And just bend the arm inwards, outwards, inwards, outwards. And then we're going to go sort of chop in from the diagonal. There we are. And this should be loosening off the pectorals. Ready for today's session. Okay, grab your strap. We're just going to do a little bit of mobility on the shoulders. So I'll turn this way. What I'd like you to do is just test. Bring your left arm up, take it down your spine, bend at the elbow, take it down towards your spine, and then come up with the other one. And just notice if you could touch or not at all. And this is just for reference, okay? What I would like you to do now is just grab hold of the strap in your left hand, take your right hand and grab the strap from the bottom. Okay. And then what we're going to do is inhale, we're going to pull down at the strap and pull up at the same time. So we're activating the muscles in our shoulders, triceps, and for 3, 2, 1, we're causing tension, then release. And as we release, we're going to bring our hands more towards each other. And then on the next inhale, do the same again. Pulling down, pulling up for 3, 2, 1. And release and do the same once more. Bring them together. And pull down and up at the same time. For 3, 2, 1, and release there. Give yourself a nice big hug. Okay. And come back again just to see how that's improved. If you want, you can use your arm just to really bring it down. So I can nicely grab hold of each arm there. So you see how what we did, we activated the muscle, we contracted the muscle, and then we stretched it a bit further. Contracted, stretched it a bit further. And that's everlasting, sorry, not everlasting. It's how you get real flexibility, okay? We're going to do the other side. So right arm up and just see how you feel as a little bit of reference. Can you touch? Maybe, maybe not. Is it too tight? And when we're doing this as well, we're really showing the heart. We're opening up the chest. You might want to push this down as well, just to give you a little bit of a helping hand. And release there. Put the strap in your right hand, down your body. And when you're ready, we're going to inhale and just contract. So pushing down, pushing and pulling up at the same time. And release there. Bring your hands closer and do the same again. Also, meanwhile, relax your hips and your thighs. For 3, 2, 1, and relax there. One more, last one. And pull and push. For 3, 2, 1, relax there, discard your strap, and just give yourself a nice big hug. And just see again how you feel. Nice bit of reference. And if you want a little bit more, there's other ones you could do, but we're not going to completely concentrate on that today. Okay, happy days. You all right? Don't want to injure yourself. Come onto your hands. Come onto your hands and knees. And we're going to push down with the belly, bit of cat and cow, and exhale up to cat pose. Inhale down to cow. So pressing the belly down, looking up. Engage the core and then come back up again into cow pose. And then once more down into cat. Sorry, and then up to cat. My apologies. And just come back onto your heels. And all we're going to do is just flick out the wrists. Circle the wrists. And back the other way. Perfect. Okay. You can use this. So we're going to go into something like this later. Now, if you're not so straight, this will be over there, over like this. If you are straight, it would be straight up, like from the earth to the ceiling. And it's a good indicator of how your flexibility is. So in those sort of poses, you can use this, all right? Happy days. Okay, so take off your socks and push up into your downward dog. And we're just going to have a little walk out of the downward dog very briefly. Right, relax. So I can see some backs rounding. So actively push your chest towards your thighs. So your heart is opening up, and you're doing this by pushing away from the ground. Nice, that's a bit better. Perfect. Okay, relax your head. Bring your shoulder blades back and down. All right, and start to walk forwards towards your hands, into a half forward fold. Exhale, full forward fold. And then let's come up vertebrae by vertebrae, nice and easy, nice and slowly. Exhale, hands to heart center. Perfect. Coming into Uttanasana, you can take the feet hip width apart for a bit more stability, or you can bring them in. If you bring them in, get the two big toes to touch together as best as you can. And tuck the tailbone in, bring your shoulders back and down. And just ground yourself in this position. Close your eyes if you need to. And we're going to inhale, take the arms up. On our exhale, hinge at the hips, forward folding. And allow your body to fold down with your chest on your thighs, looking through your thighs. Inhale, rise up to a half forward fold. Exhale, plant the palms down, step back into plank. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw the knees down. Engage the core. Bend at the elbows. Make sure the elbows go backwards. Chest down, chin down. Bring it, slide your hands forward. Forearms on the deck and rise up with your torso. Exhale, plant the palms down. Come up onto your knees into a downward dog. And start to walk forward towards your hands into a half fold. Exhale, full forward fold. And coming up vertebrae by vertebrae. Exhale. Bring the palms together. Exhale, hands to our center. Come to our Tadasana. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, down, forward folding. Inhale, rise up to a half fold. Nice flat back. Torso parallel to the earth. Bring your shoulders back. Exhale, full forward fold. On the half fold, make sure you're faced downwards. And plant your palms down, step back into plank. Bring your bums down, bring your shoulders back, and in, and turn your elbows into, excuse me. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw the knees down. And engage the core, bring the chest down, shoulders, the elbows go backwards. Inhale, rise to cobra, so push away from the ground, engage the core, protect the spine, and come back into a downward dog, either via the knees or straight up. Okay, and walk forward towards your hands, into a half fold. Look down at the floor. Exhale, full forward fold, so allow the chest to meet the thighs. And coming up vertebrae by vertebrae, all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Tadasana, take a breath. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, down, forward folding. Hinge at the hips, pushing outwards with the butt. Inhale, rise up to a half fold. Exhale, plant the palms down, step back into a plank. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw the whole body down, but go onto your knees if you need to, okay? Inhale, rise to cobra. Exhale, back to downward dog. Inhale, let's take the right leg up to the sky. Put a bend in the knee, bringing it all the way through, stacking in between your hands. Adjust your foot if you need to. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw the knee down. Inhale, rise. And as we exhale, we're going to bring the hips forward, but leave the spine long, looking just above eye level. And inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw the hands down. Come back into a downward dog. And inhale, take the left leg up to the sky, bring it through, stacking in between your hands. Adjust your foot. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw the knees down. Inhale, rise. And exhale, forward with the hips. Inhale. Exhale, plant the palms down. Come back into a plank. downward dog, sorry. And jump forward, step forward into a half fold. Exhale, full forward fold. And coming up vertebrae by vertebrae. All the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Tadasana. Perfect. Take 5. Take 5 breaths. Have a drink. So the first one's a chair twist, but we're going to go in like this. So if you want to take your strap, you're most welcome. All right? So if you're over like that, you need to kind of, we'll have a look. Okay, so Tadasana. Inhale, bring the arms up. As we exhale, we're going to sit back into our chair. Nice strong back. And inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw the left hand to the right side. Just going to have a little look. So we want to go on the outside of the right leg. Bring in the left hand on the in. Let's start again. Left hand, the outside of the left arm on the right side of the leg. I hope that makes sense. So we're going to take the right shoulder out slightly, show the heart. There we go. You got it. You got it. Yeah. Okay. Nice one, ladies. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, come forward with your hand, and we're going to go into a ragdoll. So allow yourself to fold forward, grab and hold your elbows if you want, allow the weight to just shift forward, allow the hamstrings where it meets the butt just to stretch, let's say. Take the weight off your lower back, release the lower back. And place your palms down to the earth and step back into our plank. And we're in high plank, so we're going to hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And come down into a low plank. So we're just going to bring the elbows down to the earth. So you're on your forearms. Engage the core. You all right? That's all right. For 3, 2, 1. And release your body down to the earth. Bend your legs. So you're placing your fronts of the foot into your hands. And then inhale, rise up. Pressing away from the ground with your thighs. Pressing into the hands. Breathing nice and evenly, looking good, ladies. Feeling the stretch on the front of the thighs, but at the same time, strengthening the back. And inhale, lengthen, exhale. Bring your body down, push up onto your knees into a downward dog. And what we're going to do is leave the right hand there, take the left hand on the outside of your right ankle. So you're twisting the downward dog. Engage the core, nice strengthener with the core. Pressing your heels down. And bring your left hand down and take your knees down to the earth. Plant your left hand into the middle, and we're going to twist. Inhale, twist the right arm up towards the ceiling. What I'd like you to do is twist your torso round so that your left arm is in line with your right. Looking good. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, we're going to thread the needle through. So bring your right arm under your left. Lay the shoulder down. And then we're going to take the left hand and bind it. Try to touch your right thigh as best as you can. So you're really opening out that left shoulder. Okay? Showing your heart. Opening out that left shoulder. You've got it, ladies. Yes, you've got it. That's the one. Yeah, that's something that's looking a bit awkward. Bring your knee up so your knees are just in line with your hips. That's the one. You've got it. You've got it. All right. And release there. Come onto your all fours again. And we're going to go in to bring your forearms down to the earth and come into your low plank again. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And come into high plank. So push up onto your wrists, spread your fingers. And what I would like you to do here is hinge forward so your wrists are back slightly and your shoulders are over your wrists. So hinge forward on your toes. Does that make sense? And come back onto your toes and release your body to the earth. Into Chaturanga, push up into Cobra or Up Dog. And then back to Downward Dog. Inhale, take the right leg up to the sky. Bend in the knee, bring it all the way through, stacking in between your hands. What you need to do now is bring your left foot in slightly, and then when you're happy, straighten up both legs. Coming into our pyramid pose. And when you exhale, just bring your chest down towards your thighs. Feel the stretch in the backs of the legs. If you're a little bit iffy with this, because you think, oh, my hamstrings are really tight, relax into it. You'll be surprised. Relax. Okay, for 3, 2, 1, and bend into the front leg, step forward into a half fold. Exhale, fall forward fold. And then come up vertebrae by vertebrae. All the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Take a breath. Inhale, up. Exhale, down, forward folding. Inhale, rise to a half fold. Exhale, plant the palms down, step back into plank. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw the body down into Chaturanga. Inhale, rise to Cobra. Exhale, back to Downward Dog. Jump forward, step forward into a half fold. Exhale, fall forward fold. Coming up vertebrae by vertebrae. Exhale, hands to heart center. Take 5 breaths. Okay. I'm going to do exactly the same, but on the other side. Okay. All right, when we're ready, inhale, take the arms up. As we exhale, we're going to come back into our chair pose. Inhale, rise, and part your arms and bring your right hand down on the outside of your left leg. Opening up the chest, bringing your left shoulder backwards, pressing in against your right foot. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, come forward and come into your ragdoll. So forward fold, drop the head down, looking in through your legs, relaxing, releasing. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, plant the palms down. Let's step back into a plank. Nice high plank. And what we're going to do is hinge forward just slightly. Dig into the floor with your fingertips. It will take the pressure off your wrists. And rock back. And we're going to go backwards slightly and come down onto our forearms. You might have to adjust slightly into a low plank. And release your body to the earth. Bend the knees, coming into a boat pose. On the inhale, we're going to rise up. Breathing nice and evenly. And release there. Press back, coming into our downward dog. And we're going to leave the left hand there and take the right hand on the other side of your left ankle. Pressing down into the mat with your heels. It's easy to kind of bring your heels off in this posture. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Release your hand down and bring your knees down onto the earth. Take your right hand on the middle of the mat, and then we're going to inhale, twist to the left. Now, you might realise that you're better in one position than the other, or the twist on the other arm, and that's worth noting, okay? It's worth noting both sides. Take your left shoulder back slightly, and inhale, lengthen, exhale, thread the needle through. And when you're content, open up the right shoulder, binding just behind you. We're really opening up with the chest. Lovely. Okay. And come round to the front, into your tabletop position, and plant your palms down. And take your legs, extend your legs backwards. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come up into high plank. And just hinge forward on your toes. Dig the pinkies in. For 3, 2, 1. Come back to neutral posture and then release your body to the earth. Inhale up to cobra. Exhale back to downward dog. Inhale, take the left leg up to the sky, bending the knee, bringing it all the way through, stacking in between your hands. Adjust your rear foot, bring it in slightly, and when you're comfortable, straighten up both legs. Inhale, as you exhale, bring your chest towards your thigh. Remember to use your breath. Breathe into the hamstrings. Or the back of the knee, wherever you're feeling it. And we're just going to step through, so put a bend in the knee, stepping through into a half fold. Exhale, full forward fold. And then come up vertebrae by vertebrae. Extend your hand above your head. Exhale, hands to heart center. Coming into our Tadasana. Okay, take 5 breaths. All right. I'm going to do something a bit ad hoc now, not quite planned, but it's fine. So bear with me. Okay. What we're going to do is plant the right foot down. Put a little bend in the the right foot though. Put a bend in the right leg. Bring your left leg up, get your balance. Cross over the left with the right. Curling the toes round the calves. If you fall out of it, come back in. Whoa. Oh, blimey. Take your hands out, right under left, and just come into your eagle arms. Oh my word, what's going on? There we go. Squeeze the thighs in together. Spread the toes. Engage the core. And we're going to release there. And we're going to step back into our, inhale, rise up. Be easier this way. Exhale, down, forward folding. Inhale, up to a half fold. Exhale, plant the palms down, step back into plank. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, down to chaturanga. Inhale, rise up to cobra. Exhale, back to downward dog. Inhale, take the right leg up to the sky. Put a bend in the knee, bring it all the way through, stacking in between your hands. Inhale, rise up to warrior two. Now, what we're going to do is take the right arm under the front leg, and we're going to bind with the left arm touching the right hand. And we're going to come forward with our hips. Okay, we'll do that one again. We're in warrior two. Take the right hand underneath the thigh, so you're feeding it through, and that's free there. You're pushing the hips forward with your left hand, take it up to the sky, put a bend in the elbows until it meets the other one. The other hand, okay? Your best bet is to bring your hips down. Spread the legs as far as they can go, clearly with a nice bend in the front knee. And come forward, so you're in a low lunge. I need to go this way. In a low lunge, and we're going to step back into our downward dog. Come into your plank. Take the right hand into the middle, and we're going to turn to the left in side plank. Coming forward to front plank. Take the left hand into the middle, and turn to the right in side plank. Bring your hips forward and bring the hand back down, and we're going to push back to a downward dog. This time we're going to take the left leg up to the sky, put a bend in the knee, bringing it all the way through, stacking in between your hands. Come into our warrior two. Inhale, lengthen. As we exhale, we're going to bring the left hand underneath the left leg. It's all nice and free. Swing the right hand behind so you know that they're going to meet. Bring your hips down and forward. And you should be able to look up. You should be able to look upwards. Bring the right shoulder back. Okay? You're lucky we're not going to do what should be coming next is standing up in this position. Anyway, and come forward to the front into a low lunge. Bring your left leg back into a plank. Let's go to left hand side plank. Turn to the left. Come to the front plank. Place your left hand down. Turn to the right. And come back down, push back into a downward dog, jump forward, step forward into a half fold, Exhale, fall forward fold. Coming up vertebrae by vertebrae. Exhale, hands to heart center, coming into our Tadasana. Plant the left foot down, bring the right foot up, and coming into our eagle. Oh God, balance is not my strength tonight. Take the arms out to the side, left over right, into eagle arms. Not there tonight. Which reminds me, I think we'll do some balancing next week. Okay, relax there. Take 5. So we're going to go back down to the earth, into our crow, kind of. Okay. When you're ready, inhale, take the arms. Exhale, down, forward folding. Inhale, rise to a half fold. Exhale, plant the palms down, step back into plank. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw the body down. Inhale, rise to cobra. Exhale, back to downward dog. And come onto your knees. We're just going to do a little bit of cat and cow. So inhale, bring the belly down to the earth. Exhale, up to cat. Inhale, down to cow. Exhale, up to cat. Releasing the back. Inhale, down. Exhale, up. Inhale, down to neutral. Take the knees out and come into your child's pose. Bring your shoulders back. Just releasing your back. Just for a couple of breaths. And then inhale, rise. And we're going to come into a squat position. So, bring your legs or your feet either side of the mat. You can use your block if you need to sit on your block. We're going to place the knees, the inside of the leg on the outside of the arm, okay? So basically, you could come up like that if you want, or you can have flat feet, however you see fit. You can even stand on your blocks to give you that, right? Okay. What I would like you to do is just place your palms in front of you, spread the fingers, dig in, and we're just going to come up with our hips into a forward fold, looking forward and then back down into a squat, or garland pose as it's called. Looks more like a frog, but anyway. Inhale up. And exhale down. Okay, just get used to this kind of feeling here. All right, what we're going to do is place your forearms down. And you might want to bring your feet in slightly, okay? Bring your feet in slightly. I struggle with this, guys, so maybe I've got little arms. But what you're doing is just leaning forward with placing your knees. So your shoulder, with the crow pose, your shoulder is always over your wrists, okay? Like what we did in the plank. Place your forearms down. Your knees come onto, either into your armpits or onto your triceps. Lean forward until you can't go anymore, and you can try or do your best to bring your feet off the ground if you can. So forearms, right, another one, bring your forearms in, bring your elbows right in, so they have to be clicked in. What you can do is place your strap just above your elbow to really bring those arms in if you want to. Take your hands out hip width apart as well, okay? That's it. There we go. So your knees should be placed. So what you could do now is just attempt to bring 1 foot off the ground first. Leave your knees on there. Leave your knees on there. Do you know what? I find this harder than the actual crow pose. This is baby crow. They make it look so easy, and I'm like, okay. And it's, right. Can everyone just place their forearms down first? Squeeze in your elbows. Make sure your elbows are hip width apart, and so are your hands. And your hands are straight out in front. And what you're going to do is have your knees, you could come up on your toes if you want, have your knees right into your elbows. But you're going to come forwards, your shoulders are going to come over your elbows. That's it. But you put your knees on there. Right. What we're going to do as well is you can use your block. You can use your block to either stand on. You can use your 2 blocks to raise you up slightly. Give that a go. Or you can place your head also on the block as well. Do you know what I mean? Mel, I'd go the other way, like a little bit more stable. Maybe even flat. Do you see what I mean? Do you see what I mean now, yeah? Mel, are you all right there? Right, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to give the other one a go. If you're not happy with it, what I would do is just a little bit of strengthening and just do this. You don't need to go up, just a bit of strengthening. Okay, so what we're going to do is bring your feet in slightly, come onto your toes, place your palms down in front of you. You might have to test and adjust your hands. And what we're going to do is come up onto your toes, put your knees in your armpits. So that's all you've got to do now is put your knees in your armpits. Okay? Make sure your knees are on a soft part. Bring your elbows together, straighten up the arms, and lean forward. You're going to be over. You still don't have to take your feet off the mat. But fun enough, next thing you know, that's the only way to go. You will be going forward, so it needs a lot of core engagement, okay? I'm going to have a little look around, see what's happening. That's it. Right, come back. Come back a second. Yep. Now I want you to dig right into there. See how that feels. You got it? Yeah? It's about locking this in. That's it. Nice. Right, so you don't have to bring your feet off yet. What you could do is step onto that and bring them off. That's it. So even you just doing that, that's what it is, okay? Now the time is just to relieve 1 foot. So you can use 2 blocks just so you can widen your stance a little bit. You got it?
Oh, I don't think I've got the strength
Yeah?
to do my arms.
That's all right. It does require a little bit of strength there. Come on, ladies. Yeah? So you don't have to bring your feet off. You just practice this position here, so you're still strengthening. So your knees right up into your elbows if you can. because that way you lock it in.
How will I get them close to my legs?
You can have your legs as wide or as close as you want. Usually hip width apart is the way forward. But we've got to remember to really strengthen these elbows and bring the elbows inwards. Okay? But once again, you don't have to bring your feet up. You've got it there. So just take one foot off. Are these your blocks?
She can use flashes.
That rises you up a little bit.
Yeah.
So just come forward slightly. Oh, that's got to be either in there, or you can bring it on the outside. So, like, if you want to bring it on the outside, as long as, because you've still got masculine, feminine there, you can still bring it on the outside.
Wow.
Okay? It is, but you keep practicing and just, anyone else want a little go? So what I was gonna get people to do was to come inwards. I was gonna get you to do that, but I thought I'd better not. Oh yeah, it's balancing next week. It's funny watching people do that, I'm not gonna lie, right? But you laugh at yourself because you're like, whoa. You think, no, I can't bring my leg up, but actually you can. You'd be surprised. Right, let's just have a nice little relaxation stretch. Look, the crow isn't easy, okay? I really find the baby crow harder than the other one. For some reason, maybe the short arms, I don't know. Anyway, what are we doing? Right, let's take the legs out to the front, bring the fleshy parts out, engage the thighs, so bring the toes facing upwards in our Dandasana. Inhale, exhale, relax. Bring the right foot inwards into your groin. Make sure we're seated. I see, up straight. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, reach. So hinge at the hips. Bring your chest down first. And release your body to the earth. I really like this stretch because it tells you whether you've got tight back on each side. And just really slow down your breathing. Okay, inhale, rise up and extend your right foot out and bring your left foot into the groin. Make sure you're nice upright. Inhale up, exhale, fold forward. So you might see what I mean now. If you're tight on one side than the other, so you might have to work. This is a really good stretch to get both sides nice and even again. And inhale, come up. Bring your legs in together. Give yourself a nice hug. Put your warm stuff on and just release yourself to your mat in our corpse pose. When I chuck you the video this week, I'll put a little video of the baby crow and the crow so you can continue practicing if you want. Okay, and relax yourself there. Good work tonight. Okay. Okay, begin to relax your whole body. Just allow your whole body to release to the earth. Give yourself permission to completely allow your body to go limp. And connect with the breath. So allow that breathing to go deep into the belly. Just give yourself permission for your forehead to relax. All the small muscles around your eyes to release, and your jaw. And any thoughts of the day, just allow them to leave, let go. Let go of anything that's holding you back right now. And on your out breath, just allow your neck and your shoulders to completely relax. And every vertebrae of your spine from top to the bottom, relaxing one by one. Just use your out breath to help you along. Now just release the hips. Allow the relaxation to move down your arms to your fingertips. And all the way down to your toes. Just think how proud you are of yourself for having a go at these moves in yoga. Now is the time to relax. And congratulate yourself on these little wins. Continue breathing down into your belly. And now just begin to move your fingertips and your toes and bring yourself back into the room. Bring yourself back to your body. Just flutter the eyelids, open up the eyes. Nice and easy, nice and slowly. And give yourself a nice big stretch above your head. And come over onto the right side when you're ready. And push yourself into a seated position. Nice and slowly, nice and easy. Bring your hands to heart center. Take a couple of gratitude breaths. Congratulate yourself on your session tonight. So thank yourself for coming to your mat and thank you for joining me in this practice. Hope you've gone and have a lovely week. Keep practicing your crow pose. Namaste. Okay, is everyone okay?